this product all about and why are we so passionate about it? Okay. Now, like I told you, I've been in Enagic for 8 years. I love the Kangen machine and I built the business all across India and launched it in Dubai, Nigeria, and our friends from Turkey joining us today. So I've literally helped thousands and thousands and thousands of families from this amazing vehicle. And when I shared this product is going to make everything that I did in the last 8 years, going to compress it and probably help you guys achieve in a very short span of time with this amazing product. So, introducing you Enagic's latest technology, emGuarde. What is emGuarde? It stands for electromagnetic guard. Now, why do we need this product? Because when we were growing up, most of us here today, 30 years ago, or when we were youngsters, quite a few decades ago, we had very little exposure to technology, very little exposure to electronic gadgets. All we had for fun and games were outdoors, playing with friends, right? So very little time spending with gadgets. But if you look at it nowadays, how people spend their time is with all these gadgets, including kids, children. They are forced to use all these gadgets because of their schools. Most of the schools nowadays are smart schools. Okay, most of the homes are smart homes. Of course, they do bring in convenience, but at the same time, we all know that these gadgets and electronic equipments are causing a lot of harmful effects on the human body, right? Including all these artificial, what do you call that? Headsets that they put on the head, and it gives you an artificial reality or a virtual reality. But at the same time, those radiations are going through your body and your brain. And kids are more susceptible to all these radiations than adults because their brain is still developing and they absorb more radiation than adults. And if you look at it, there are so many different types of pollution. But the pollution that we are talking about today is EMF radiation pollution. Now, this is unique because it doesn't directly impact our senses, unlike other types of pollution, because you can't see, feel, or smell this, making it hard to detect without using special equipment, right? So, these are the different sources of electromagnetic noise radiations. And all these gadgets are emitting radiations that our bodies absorb day in and out. And let's look at the negative effects of these electromagnetic disturbances. Now, 13 years ago, WHO classified RF electromagnetic field as possibly carcinogenic to humans. And they even said that this could increase the risk of a type of brain cancer. Okay. So this was 13 years ago. And let's look at this doctor. Her name is Dr. Magda Havas. She's a Canadian researcher and professor. She has dedicated her complete life on the biological effects of electromagnetic radiation on the human body. And she found that 70 minutes of using computer, your blood cells are getting stacked up like this. And what happens when your red blood cells are stacked up? It causes poor circulation, low oxygen transport, reduced waste removal, headache, fatigue, difficulty in concentrating, numbness, tingling, and cold extremities. My question to each one of you is, how many of you all spend at least 1 hour or more on your computers every day? Please put on the chat. Put put the number of hours or minutes that you spend on computer or even your mobile devices. Okay, this is 10 minutes of using mobile phone. You can see how the blood cells are stacked. Now, for those of y'all who don't know how many hours you're spending on your mobile phones, you can just open the screen time app on your phone and you will see the number of hours you spend. Too many, Pia says, right? 4 hours, 3 hours, 10 hours. Oh my God, right? And I spend somewhere between 6 to 7 hours every day on this mobile phone and on laptops, right? And these gadgets, the point here is to of course reduce the usage of it, but you cannot live without these gadgets, correct? So what is our product going to help you with? So in spite of us using these gadgets, correct, what emGuarde does, it suppresses the electromagnetic noise radiation. So the kind of effect that your body is going to have because of these gadgets, it lowers the risk of it. Now, why do I say that? Because if you keep away your phones, like the video you watched, how many of y'all were here early and you watched the video I played and you saw that he was away from his phone for about 40 minutes to an hour and the red blood cells were kind of getting separated? You saw that, for those of y'all who saw it, right? But my point here is, how many of us spend the time away from our mobile gadgets or devices? Very rarely, right? Some of us even sleep next to it. Some of us are wearing it on the ear, like me, AirPods or Apple Watch. Okay. So I want to share with you something that if you go to a forest or a place like this, so beautiful, like my background, and you're away from all technology, your blood will look like this. But unfortunately, we don't live here. We live in the cities, right? And cell phones and laptops are not the only sources of radiation. Okay. And that's why I want to share with you some of the users' experience after using our product. Are you guys ready? If you're ready, I'm going to play you a short video of a user of emGuarde. He's from Singapore, and let's listen to him. Okay. And this is in English. So, and we have subtitles. So for those of you all who speak Turkish, maybe Aydin, you may have to translate it for them. Yeah, great. Let's play this.
Hi, I'm Albert here. I'm from Singapore. I recently bought an emGuarde in October. The first person who experienced the result was my mom. She felt a lot of energy and can sleep better throughout the night. Whenever I travel to KL, I also bring the emGuarde along. Throughout the whole journey was a pleasant one and I don't feel tired at all. My helper, who is taking care of my mom, also has similar effect. She can sleep throughout the night and wake up very refreshed in the day. Truly, this emGuarde is amazing. Thank you, Catherine, for introducing emGuarde to me.
Awesome. Thank you, Albert. Now, did you hear his story? He could sleep better. His helpers also could sleep better and wake up fresh in the day, right? And this is not just him. We have another experience of
Hello.
a lady from Malaysia, and let's hear from her. And this is in Mandarin. So for those of you all who understand Mandarin, you can understand it, but we also have subtitles. Okay? Yeah.
Hello，我是来自阿罗萨 Jazz，今天要与大家分享一下我用了 emGuarde 之前和之后的 testimonial， 我的分享。在还没有用 emGuarde 之前呢，我的睡眠不是很好，就每一天早上很早就醒过来，然后就睡不下去了，还有那个心情也非常暴躁啦。然后自从 𝐿𝐿𝐿和 𝐿𝐿𝐿跟我分享了这个 emGuarde 之后呢，我决定买下来，是因为他们在我家测试，我家的那个辐射是非常高，所以呢，在第一晚我用这个 emGuarde 呢，我就觉得我的睡眠是特别好的，睡到都不想起来了，也觉得自己的心情啊，那个没有那么暴躁啦，孩子也发现我跟他们的沟通也越来越好。所以呢，这个 emGuarde 对我来说是非常棒啦。我的分享就在这里，谢谢。
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Jess. Now, of course, for those of you all who could read her experience, read the subtitles, you know that, even she was talking about sleep, right? The reason why we talk about sleep is because when we are sleeping and we have gadgets next to us, it kind of clots the blood movement, red blood cells movement, and causing you disturbed sleep, right? So, what is
Hello，
emGuarde going to do? Let me show you something. Now, this is a live blood analysis of a gentleman who is here with us in the room. Okay, I hope he's still here. Oh, okay. I can't find him on his name, but I did see his logo. So I'm guessing he is here. Raj, if you're around, you can just put in the chat. Now, this is a real live blood sample of a gentleman. Yes, Mr. Raj is here. And we tested his blood, and this is 20 minutes of using mobile phone. This is how his red blood cells look like. Can you see how stacked it looks? And if the blood is stacked like this, do you think it's going to supply all the oxygen and nutrients to your cells? Probably not. And your heart has to pump a lot more than normal to make sure that the blood reaches all part of your body. And once we turned on the emGuarde, he continued using the mobile phone for another 20 minutes. And let me show you how the red blood cells looks like now. And this is 20 minutes after turning on the emGuarde and continued using mobile phone. And you can see the blood cells are slowly starting to separate. Okay. Now, this is the patent, one of the patents that we have for emGuarde. Okay. This is something that you will not find in any other product out there in the world. The first patent is that emGuarde allows your, improves your microcirculation. Okay. So that is proven here with this blood test. Okay. This is a live blood analysis of a gentleman. Yes. And he is here to testify on the chat as well. And he does say it, Mr. Raj. Okay. And this is a doctor in Taiwan, and he's an ophthalmologist, and he tested the blood circulation around the eyeballs. Okay. Around the eyeballs, he checked the blood circulation, and you can see the first stage, the blood circulation, when normal stage is 20.1. And 30 minutes of using mobile phone, the blood circulation has dropped down to 16.2. And after turning on emGuarde technology, and I have the product here, emGuarde, beautiful emGuarde, you can see the blood circulation has gone up to 25.9. So some of y'all might be wondering, how is it possible that the third stage is better than the first stage? Now, like I told you before, mobile phones and laptops are not the only sources of radiations, electromagnetic radiation. Every electronics, every gadgets, everything that is around you, including LED lights, television, your AirPods, even the electric cables that's in between the walls are all emitting electromagnetic radiation. So when you turn on the emGuarde, it has basically improved the blood circulation around the eyeballs. And to test and to verify this, even I have an experience of one of my customers. Who would like to hear my customer's experience? Do you want to hear my customer's experience after using emGuarde? Yes. Okay. So this is about a doctor, and he is actually the personal physician of the ruler of Dubai. And I don't, of course, he's not given me the permission to name him. And when I showed the emGuarde, he immediately got the product and he started using it. And after 4 days, he calls me up and he asks me for a detector, the detector that is used to detect the sources of electromagnetic noise radiation. And I asked him, Doctor, why do you need the detector? Are you going to do the demos? And he told me that, Hemanth, I had a recent eye surgery, and the side effect of that is less microcirculation. And because of that, I will have constant watering in my eyes. And the last 4 days that I've been using emGuarde, I don't have the watering in my eyes. So that was a big, a big testimonial for me coming from a very reputed doctor. And what the reason why he wanted the detector is because he wanted to go show his fellow doctors about the product. So that's how I got to know that it helps in the blood circulation as well. And because he told me that in the body there are only two places where the blood microcirculation is the highest. One is the eyeballs, around the eyeballs, and the other one is in the fingertips, sorry. Right? So that's why usually people prick here to do their blood test and all that for the diabetics, right? So that's, did you guys like it? Do you guys feel that, after using emGuarde, it will really bring a positive impact in our blood circulation? If you feel so, please put in the chat. Put number 6 in the chat if you feel that. And now let me show you how the emGuarde works for all those of you all who've been eagerly waiting what this product is all about. So let's play this amazing video. And I think it'll be a tough time for you to translate the video, but thank you for doing your best.
Your home is your sanctuary, a place of comfort, wellness, and security for your family. Today, we're using more digital and electronic devices. While they bring convenience and enjoyment, these devices also emit electromagnetic energies constantly during use. Invisible to our eyes, these electromagnetic energies affect the environment around us. As a result, we're exposed to these types of energies day in, day out. Introducing emGuarde, a patented technology by Enagic. When turned on, emGuarde harmonizes targeted electromagnetic noise radiation within 1 GHz, creating a defense zone of 8 meters. emGuarde harmonizes the environment around you, making it safe for you and your loved ones. Simply place it wherever it's needed and plug it into a dedicated USB port, whether you're on the go, at work, or in the comfort of your home. emGuarde is designed to integrate seamlessly in any situation. You can now enjoy the benefits of technology without worrying about any potential risks. Protect your family's health and well-being. Contact your Enagic distributor today. emGuarde. Change your environment, change your life.
Awesome. Change your environment, change your life. That's the tagline of emGuarde. And it's very similar to that of the Kangen water. Change your water, change your life. So we're not just looking after the good water, but we're also making sure the environment that you live in is actually protecting you from all the harmful effects of the electromagnetic noise radiation. So remember I told you there are 2 patents that the emGuarde has. The first patent is it helps improve microcirculation of the blood. The second patent is it suppresses the electromagnetic noise radiation up to 1 GHz. Now, why are we talking about 1 GHz, suppressing noise radiation below 1 GHz? Because according to FCC, that is the Federation of Communication Commission in the US, they say that our bodies absorb certain frequencies in the range of 30 megahertz to 300 megahertz, which is below 1 gigahertz, right? And this Indian scientist also said that these are the frequencies of the different organs of the human body, which is also below 1 gigahertz. And here I'm going to play you a short video. And you can see in this video that he's using a 512 hertz tuning fork, but nothing happens to the 440 hertz because the frequency is different. But the moment he brings a 440 hertz tuning fork, and when he creates something called as a vibration or a noise wave, it creates something called as a resonance. And that resonance makes the ping pong balls to move. So that's exactly what's happening to our bodies as well. When the electromagnetic noise radiation that is emitted from all the gadgets are very similar to that of the human body's frequency, they constantly pass through us, they constantly hit your cells, creating disturbances. Okay, so we absorb these frequencies more than any other frequencies. Okay, and here I'm going to play a short video of how you can carry the emGuarde wherever you go. You want to bring it along in your car, you want to bring it along when you are flying in your flight, you can do that. And this is a video of emGuarde in an electric car. Okay, let's watch this. Radiation detector, the RD9300. Now this detects the radiation levels coming out from this car. So I'm going to switch it on and you will see the radiations going off the charts. You know why? Because everything about this car is electric and everything it emits is EMR, electromagnetic radiation. That's not good for the body, right? Be it the steering wheel, the instrument panel here, and even the floor, because the floor is filled with electric panels. And what I also have here with me is the emGuarde, the patented technology from Enagic, Japan. So I'm going to keep my detector on and plug in the emGuarde here for you guys to see the effects. So if you are ready, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Did you see that? It just went straight to 0, making the people who travel in this car protected at all times. So that's why I always like to say, change your environment, change your life. Yeah. So that's me in an electric car. And this detector actually detects the source of the electromagnetic radiation. And you saw the readings, anything about 200 microwatts per square centimeter is dangerous for the human body. And you saw the readings were going up 500 to 1000, 2000, even up to 3000 microwatts. Okay. Now that is the density of that particular EMR wave. And the moment you turn on the emGuarde, you see how it has suppressed all the radiation. And to prove that, we have another tool here, and I'm going to show you the emGuarde in action with this software on the phone.
So I want you guys to see. Just zoom in on the phone, Ben. You can just take a look at this. I don't know if you guys can hear it. So the software is connected to a dongle that connects to an antenna. And the antenna is receiving the interference around this room. It's unbelievable. Take a look at the chart. It is crazy. Absolutely crazy. We have not seen this anywhere else. Okay? So now what we want to find out is, if we have the emGuarde, what can it do to us? And what can it do for us? So it's not connected. Now, I'm going to put next to the SDR software. I'm going to turn it on. In 3, 2, 1. Look at the wave spectrum. It's gone down. I'm going to unplug the emGuarde.
Talk about this suppression.
All right. Take a look at the suppression, guys. Here, take a look at the suppression. Boom. With the emGuarde turned on.
Yep. Did you guys see that? That's to show that the emGuarde suppresses electromagnetic frequencies below 1 gigahertz. Now, for those of you all wondering, will your cell phone network, will your cell phone connections work? Will your mobile data still be working as usual? Yes, it will be working, because those are frequencies that are higher than 1 gigahertz. Okay, and emGuarde doesn't suppress those frequencies. Okay, it only suppresses the frequencies that our bodies are more prone to absorb. Okay, so Pat was asking, can you show again the different frequencies of different organs in the body, right? So what I'm going to do is, like I told you guys, if you stay until the end, I have something special where you can get all this information. You can get all these slides for yourself, and you can use it to share it with your people and educate your people as well. Is that okay, Pat? Yeah, so that's pretty much, I just wanted to show how the emGuarde works in action. Okay, so my question to you guys is, after seeing all of
I want you
this,
guys to see.
you might be wondering the kind of impact that emGuarde will have on your health. Now, my point here is, all these devices are giving out a lot of electromagnetic noise radiations, and that is causing a lot of stress. Once you turn on the emGuarde, right, it sends out harmonic frequencies to effectively suppress targeted electromagnetic noise radiation between 3 megahertz to 1000 megahertz within a 4-meter radius. So the total coverage of the emGuarde, once you turn it on, is 8 meters diameter or 4 meters radius. So in a family of, let's say in an apartment, if you live in an apartment of 2-bedroom apartments, usually one emGuarde kind of covers the whole area. But if you're living in a bigger house, you're living in a villa, you may need more than one, right? Most of the villas, they go for 3 emGuardes, so they put it in 3 different places of the house to ensure complete coverage. Okay, but usually we suggest you get one, test it out, and then you can get the second and the third one. Okay, so that's what emGuarde does. And 24/7, you can plug it in and leave it 24/7. You can carry it with you. I carry it with me wherever I travel, in my car, with me, in my house here, and even in the flight. Okay, so that's why it's so portable, it's so easy to use. And it doesn't matter the number of devices, the number of electromagnetic sources that is within this range. Okay, as long as it is within this range, it is suppressing all the noise radiations within the 8-meter diameter. I hope it's clear, and I hope you guys are excited to have this in your hands so you can start using it. Yep. Now, I want to ask how many of y'all you already have an emGuarde? You're already using an emGuarde. Please put number 7 in the chat if you already have an emGuarde. And those of y'all who are yet to have your emGuarde, please put number 8 in the chat so I know who is using the emGuarde and who's yet to start using emGuarde. Meena, yet to use it. Okay, who's using the emGuarde? Zaima, I hope I pronounced it right. Rochelle, and most of y'all yet to have it in your hands, right? Let me tell you something. I've been using emGuarde for the last 9 months now. And yes, I was exactly like you guys. I need it today. So those of y'all in Italy, we have some very good news for those of y'all in Europe, in and countries that is looked after by Enagic Europe. Very soon, you're going to have this emGuarde with you guys. And I'm going to share with you how you can have it and also make sure that you guys take this advantage to bring more people into these kind of meetings. Okay, now, this is a test report from one of the prestigious universities in Malaysia called University Science Malaysia. They're basically are very reputed, and they tested the emGuarde, the the effectiveness of emGuarde for its white noise suppression of the electromagnetic noises. And these are the places where they tested the emGuarde. So these are some of the spaces like residential, like homes, offices, and even labs. Okay, because these are places where we spend most of the time, correct? And there were 3 different residential spaces, 3 different offices, and 3 different labs. And you can see this is pretty much in most homes and offices, the kind of environment that you are all surrounded in, and even the labs. And the conclusion was that the emGuarde electromagnetic noise radiation harmonizer successfully elevates unwanted electromagnetic noise waves between 71 megahertz to 71 megahertz and 73 megahertz in all test environment until a 6-meter coverage, right? Although we say 4 meters radius, they say 6-meter radius coverage. Now, my point is, why are we just using 71 megahertz and 73 megahertz? Because it is just the frequency that they chose to test it on. And this frequency is also very close to the frequency of your brain. So that goes on to show that emGuarde is effective in elevating all the unwanted electromagnetic noise waves. So that's why, our tagline is change your environment, change your life. As we progress in life, as we are advancing in life, the kind of technology that we are exposed to do is only increasing. Okay. And with emGuarde, you're basically keeping your environment harmonious around you. So some of you all asking, what's the price for Europe? I need it now. Well, the investment for a device like this, before we can speak about it, my question to all of you is, do you see value in owning one of these devices, in having one of these devices? Do you see value? And I'm sure many of you all already said, yes, I need this. Okay. My question to you is, what value will you place on a device like this? What value can you place on a device like this that is plugged in 24/7, protecting you and your kids and your family? What value would you place on a product like this? If you ask me personally, well, I've been using this device not just for myself, even my parents and my mom. She's a cancer survivor and she's gone through a lot of radiation cycles. So, her body is very sensitive to radiations. And ever since that radiations and all the treatment, she used to constantly faint. And these days, she's hooked onto the mobile phones and television and even the Bluetooth headsets. And her fainting increased day by day. And it's been what, 8, 9 months now, And there's no episode, touch wood, there's no episode of her fainting. So for me, that is like one of the best gifts that I can give to my parents, my mom especially, right? So there's no price that you can put to this, right? Because the value you're getting is priceless. The investment for a device like this that you can plug it in 24/7, keep it with you, is 1,480 US dollars worldwide. Very similar pricing. When it comes to Europe, when it comes to any other country, it will be slightly about that range, maybe more or maybe slightly lesser, but all depends on the taxations. But my point here being, this device 1480, right? And this is a device that you will be using everywhere. My question to you is, who feels that this is something that every home must have? Type number 9 in the chat if you feel this is something every home must have. And this is exactly what I felt after seeing this product. Not just I got it, but I immediately started promoting it. And do you know something? It's not even launched in India. I'm from India. Right now, I live in Dubai. It's not even launched in India. It's only launched in 5 countries. That is Malaysia, Singapore, Hong Kong, Philippines, and UAE. So people from these 5 countries can buy it. Very soon, it's coming to Europe, and I have some very good news. So stay put with me. And those of you all who are not in these regions, who are from the US or any, I don't know where you're from, okay? Now, you guys are the first few people having a look at it. And already, I know that a few thousand of these emGuardes have already been sold. I think close to 7,000 emGuardes have been sold already. So, and in your country, you're the first ones having a look at it. So, those of you all who see that this is a product every home must have, I want to show you the massive, massive opportunity that is in front of you. Who here would like to promote this and create a great business by helping people with emGuarde? Who here wants to create a great business? Yeah, Shujat, that was quick. Awesome. And you see, Enagic as a company, we are not a small company. We are a 50-year-old, almost 50-year-old now. In June, we will turn 50 years old. So to be right, let me say 49 years old. We are a 49-year-old Japanese company present in so many countries, 26 countries, 43 offices around the world. And I'm telling you, we're only present in 5 countries. So are you already seeing the huge potential and the huge support that Enagic already has in place? So for those of y'all who want to understand what makes Enagic different, some of y'all might already be in Enagic. You're already using the Kangen machines. You're using your Anespa, Ukon, and all those things. So let me refresh your memory about Enagic. What makes Enagic different? First of all, it's our time-tested and proven history, company history. Second of all, we are endorsed by top doctors and top scientists and institutes around the world. And third of all, this product was initially used for, I mean, I'm not talking about emGuarde, I'm talking about the Kangen machine, was first used for Japanese hospitals in 1974. And domestic unit was launched in 1994. So basically, Enagic is a company that only invests their time in proven products, in products that make a difference in people's lives. And in fact, this product has been in the testing and the R&D, research and development, for almost 14 years now. And only after getting the patents, getting all the certifications, right, Enagic decided to bring it out to every one of us. Okay. So that's Enagic for you. Now, how can you get started? Now, for those of you all who are already part of Enagic, you can get started from today. But let me give you some of the advantages of being in the Enagic business. Okay. The first thing for you is to start this as a business, your investment is one emGuarde or one Kangen machine or one of the Enagic products. Okay. That's your investment. And as a distributor, the advantages for you is there are no monthly qualifications. There are no monthly targets. You can sell as many products as you want. No inventory or stock keeping. You don't have to buy stocks and keep it and resell it. Enagic does all of that for you. No annual renewal fee, no yearly subscription fees. Okay. For those of you all who are running businesses, you know that every year you got to renew your license. Enagic, nothing like that. And group accumulative sales. What I mean by that is everyone, when you're in a sales profession, you have to keep meeting certain targets every month. Okay. And you're always expected to do more. But in Enagic, right, let's say you reach a certain position and you decide to take a break for 6 months or 1 year, and you come back after 1 year. In most companies, you have to start from scratch. But in Enagic, you continue from where you were previously left. So let's say you reached the top position and you take a break after 1 year and you come back, all your sales that you did are still intact, are with you. And when you start selling from where you left off. Isn't that good? If you feel it's good, put a number 10. Give Enagic a 10 if you feel that's great. Yes. Some of you will say need to sell in Saudi Arabia. Yes. The UAE office supplies to Saudi Arabia, and you'll be the ones bringing it to Saudi Arabia, all of the people in Saudi. Great. Now, Enagic as a business, I love this part because I love to travel the world, and you can do this business anywhere in the world, right? Right now, I have teams across 10 countries and growing every day. Okay. Who here you would like to build a global business sitting at home? Yes, put me or yes or whatever in the chat. Let me see. And can you imagine to open up all these offices, the kind of investments that you will have to make? So Mr. Oshiro is so amazing that he has done all of the groundwork for you. All you got to do is just talk to people, make sales, make the marketing, and promote this as much as possible. So all the heavy lifting is done by the company. And the compensation plan is patented. So this is beautiful because it protects us as distributors. So no other, so Energy cannot change it as and when they feel like changing it. And also other companies cannot copy our plan. So we are unique. And let me tell you something, there are more than 200,000 direct selling companies in the world. Enagic is the only company that has patented its compensation plan. Who is hearing this for the first time? You've been in Enagic for a while, and who is hearing about this for the first time? Yes. Isn't that amazing that Enagic is the only company that has patented its compensation plan in the direct selling industry. And this is a legacy income inherited. What I mean by that is, let's say right now, I'm at a rank of 6A5-2 for those of y'all who know about Enagic. Okay. And I have over 50 6A and above distributors in my team. And let me tell you something, if something happens to me today, and let's say I'm no more, I can pass on this business to my family members. Isn't that beautiful? So you kind of, you know that whatever you're doing today is not just for yourself, but you're doing it for your upcoming generations. That gives you a peace of mind when you sleep at night. And untapped market. I don't have to stress more on this. I've already spoken more about how untapped this product here is. Of course, the Kangen machine is also untapped in most of the places where you guys are coming from. But emGuarde is brand new. Okay. It's like you guys are the first ones in the whole wide world. Great. Now, let's look at the. Some of you are asking, have you made 10 million? Well, let me tell you this way. Let me be honest with you. If you know the Enagic plan, in the 6A5-2 rank, you wouldn't have made 10 million. But together with my team and myself, right, because of what I started, we have made more than that, right? I've helped people make, so together as a group, we have made that. Isn't that amazing? Now, this is what Jeff Bezos says about Amazon. Amazon is I think close to $1 trillion company, and he's worth 150 or 200 billion dollars. But what he has done, he has helped people make 900 billion dollars. No, 900 million, I think. No, 900 billion. Yeah. So that's the beautiful part of Enagic. It's not about how much I make. It is about how much I have helped my people and my community make together, and how many lives I've uplifted through this vehicle. Isn't that beautiful? If you find it beautiful, type beautiful in the chat. Yes, let's do it. Yeah, awesome. So Enagic, there are several types of commissions the company pays out today I'm going to share with you the first and also the long-term career path of Enagic. Okay. How many of y'all you want to be with Enagic for a very, very long term? Type LT in the chat. LT. Some of y'all still typing what do you say? Beautiful. That's good. Type LT in the chat or healthy. Okay. Now, Enagic, like I told you, we are unlike other direct selling companies. I'm going to keep this very short and crisp. So once you get the product, you can sell these products to anybody in the world and you can make as many direct sales as you want. Okay, there's no limit to that. And once you make direct sales, don't you think even your directs will want to introduce this to their friends and family? When they do that, you get what we call indirect sales. And just remember this, direct plus indirect equals to group sales. We will be using this in the next slide, so please remember this, okay? Now, what is the long-term career for those of you all want to do this business long-term, okay? What is the long-term? Some of you are asking, why was the test done in Malaysia? Well, let me tell you something. This product is manufactured in Malaysia, okay? Is made in Malaysia. So the test reports are from there. But we have reports from all over the world, including SGS, which is one of the globally accepted testing certifications. And also the patent is applicable globally. Okay, so just to answer your question, I may not be able to answer all the questions, but as and when I see something that is important and I can address it right then and there, I will do that. Okay, but most of your questions we'll take it later. But if you listen to me properly, you will understand that, most of your questions will be answered by the end of the presentation. So yeah, thank you. It doesn't cause issue on the plane. I've traveled last 8 months, 9 months. I think I've taken more than 20 planes, 20 flights, and I put it on every flight. There's no issue. Nobody stops you from this. Yeah, where are you today? I'm in Dubai, not in the forest. I'm in Dubai. Okay, guys, quickly, let's talk about the long-term career path. Now, when I started Enagic as a business, all I knew was just 6A. I didn't know the rest of the ranks. So I truly believe that a distributor or someone like you will only operate the business according to the understanding of, according to your vision, as per your vision of the business. What I mean by that is, if you see 6A as the final goal, everything that you do in the business will be to achieve 6A. But if you see the 6A2-6 as the final goal, would you agree with me that your actions will change? Your vision will change? The way how you do things will differ? Yes, that is what I want to show you here. That I want to show you the long-term aspect of it. So I want each and every one of you to achieve these ranks. I don't know where you guys are. If you guys have your ranks with you, please put in the chat. What rank are you already? Please put in the chat, right? My goal is to share with you this long-term perspective so that you can share this with your team. And a team is only as good as its leader. So if you carry this vision, your team will also carry this vision and it will make it possible for you to achieve this. Now, what do I mean by this? Once you achieve something called as a 6A, some of you are already 6A here, 6A2, some of you just joined, welcome, right? Once you achieve 6A, right? The company says, don't be greedy in making more direct sales. What the company says, help your team members rank up to 6A, you will be rewarded more. So once you become 6A, you make two 6As, you become 6A2. And if those two 6As help their team members become 6As, and when they become 6A2 each, you become 6A2-2. And the same way you go up to a rank called 6A2-3. Okay, this is a very beautiful rank because once you achieve this rank, not only you get a one-time reward, but also you get something monthly and quarterly. Okay, and this is based on your performance. Of course, 6A2 and 6A2-2, you get monthly and quarterly bonuses, but this is $5,000 plus other incentive calculations. That's amazing, right? So my goal is to help more people achieve these ranks. Okay, and very soon, what you say, through emGuarde, I truly believe that each one of us can go to these ranks very fast. Okay. Who here you want to achieve 6A2-6? Type 6A2-6 in the chat. 6A2-6 in the chat. Let's do it. Yeah, 6A2-6 is achievable because there are people who already achieved it. There are people who have even done more than this. Okay. So that goes on to show that Enagic will reward you as long as you have achieved your good performance. Okay. Now let's talk more about the pathway or how you can achieve those ranks. Okay. Because just knowing the ranks is of no use if you don't know how to achieve them. Okay. Let me show you the pathway. The first one, which is 8A or 8-point commission. Now, what the company does, from the price of the emGuarde, they set aside a certain commission to be paid out for all the users like you and I, okay? Distributors. Now, as an Enagic member, that is an existing Enagic member, that is, if you have a Kangen machine or 𝐿 or an ESPA, every time you sell an emGuarde, for every 1A, you earn $85. So let's say if you are 6A, you earn $85 times 6. Okay. But the whole idea here is some of you all are first time you're, attending a presentation for the first time. You have no idea about Enagic. And if you buy an emGuarde and you start selling emGuardes, for every 1A, you earn $65. So this is Enagic's way of rewarding the existing Kangen machine users or 𝐿 users. Okay. But today's presentation, I'm going to assume that most of us, or assume that if you come in with an emGuarde and you're only selling emGuarde, how much will you earn? Okay. But of course, for those of you all who are Kangen users, Enagic members, you will earn more than $65 per 1A. But this is just, I'm trying to under promise so that when those of you all already Enagic members, when you are selling emGuarde, you will earn more than that. Okay. Now let's see. I don't know. Why does emGuarde? Okay. Okay, very simple. I will answer Dan's question later. I have it in my slide. I'll answer it later. Okay. Now, and for every emGuarde, there are 8 points set aside, which is $520 US dollars. And when they split it into 8 parts, each part is $65. Okay. So how much does the company pay you on your direct sales? Now, for every direct sale, let's say on your first and your second direct sale, you earn $65 per emGuarde. Okay. And you're a 1A ranking distributor. And the next one, when you make your third direct sale, right, you earn 2A, which is $130 US dollars per emGuarde. So let's say your first and your second, you earn $65. And your third direct sale, you earn $130 US dollars. And every direct sale after third machine onwards, you earn 130, 130, 130 US dollars. And when do you go up to the next rank? You go to the next rank, that is 3A, you earn 195 US dollars after 10 group sales. So what do I mean by that? Let's say you sold 10 emGuardes, direct or indirect, does not matter. Once you have 10 emGuarde, the next direct sale you make, you earn 195 US dollars. That is 3A. And the next rank is 4A, you earn 260 US dollars per emGuarde after 20 group sales. Now notice carefully, there is 10 and 20. It does not mean 30. It is just an additional 10. So once you do an additional 10, every direct sale after 20, you earn $260 per unit. And the next rank is 5A. You earn 325 US dollars per machine after 50 group sales. And then next rank is 6A. You earn 390 US dollars per emGuarde after 200 group sales. Now, for those of you all already a part of Enagic, you know about the Enagic business model. This might look strange to you, right? Because in usually we say you sell 100 units, you become 6A. But those are Kangen machines, correct? Now, of course, Kangen machine price is 3 times almost, or yeah, if you sell the K8, it's more than 3 times the price of one emGuarde. Okay. So what Enagic says is up to 5A, you can become 5A with 50 emGuardes. That is, every emGuarde is counted as one group sale up to 5A. But for the purpose of 6A and above calculations, every emGuarde is counted as half a group sale. Because you know that to become 6A, you need 101 sales, group sales, and also 300,000 US dollars in total volume. And of course, if you sell 100 emGuarde, that only makes it 148,000 total value. Okay. You're not going to hit the 300,000. Okay. This is purely just assuming that you're only selling emGuardes. But of course, you will have a mix of products. Okay. You will sell Kangen machines, you will sell emGuardes. Those of you all who joined with an emGuarde, every time you sell a Kangen machine, 𝐾𝐿 or an ESPA, you receive full commission. Full in the sense, everything like what an usual Kangen user, Kangen distributor earns. But if you're selling emGuarde and you've not bought a Kangen machine yet, then you receive $65 for 1A. But the moment you buy your Kangen machine, for all the new emGuarde sales that you do in your team and directly, you will receive $85 for 1A. I hope that is clear. Okay. And some of you are asking, my ID is 5A. Will 5A emGuarde sales count as? No. Listen, your question is, what do you say? Very simple to answer. Now, for every emGuarde that you sell, up to 5A is counted as one group sale. Okay. But for the purpose of 6A calculations, for the purpose of your 100-unit calculations, all the emGuarde that you've sold from day one is counted as half a group sale. Okay. So if you're now a 5A and you are selling emGuarde why you're selling product just to go up in rank and volume and reach 6A, right? So for 6A calculations, every emGuarde you sell is counted as half a group sale. Even those emGuardes that you sold from day one. I hope that is clear. Oh, thank you. Yeah, great. So now let's move forward and understand how much you can earn from your team's performance. So once you make your direct sale to Tom, you earn $65. On your second direct sale, you earn another $65. On your third direct sale, you earn 130 US dollars because you need 3 direct sales to become a 2A. Okay, on your third direct sale, you become a 2A. Now, every time Tom makes a sale, you earn $65 per unit because Tom is in your 1A line. And similarly, when Kim makes a sale, you earn 130. Why not more than 130? Some of you all might be wondering, because you don't have 10 units yet. Okay, you only have 7 units. So that is why you earn 130 US dollars. But the good news is every time when Kim sells a emGuarde, you earn 130 US dollars per emGuarde. Okay, now once you have a total of 10, every direct sale you make, you earn how much? Who remembers this? After 10, how much does the company pay you? 195 US dollars. So it's just a multiple of $65. And what this means is your rank advances on your direct sale, and your indirect sale commission depends on the sale, on the line where the sale comes from. So if May sells an emGuarde, you earn 195 for every emGuarde May sells. For Alex, the machines that sold by Alex, you earn $65 per unit. And for the machines sold by Annie, you earn 130 US dollars per emGuarde. Now, when John makes a sale to Don, for Don's unit or Don's purchase, how much will you buy? How much will you earn for Don's purchase? For Don's purchase, how much will you earn? Who can answer? 195? Oh, 230? Some of you all are ambitious. I like that. Ideally, like I told you, it's coming under your 2A line, so you should earn 130 US dollars, right? But remember the 8 points. From the 8 points, let's see how the points are paid out. John makes his first sale to Don. John earns 1 point, which is $65. John is in the 2A line of Bob, so Bob earns 2 points, which is $130. Annie earns 2 points and Kim earns 2 points. So out of the 8 points, the company has paid out 1, 3, 5, 7. So what is remaining? Remaining is 1 point. So from the 8 points, the company paid out 7. So 1 point is remaining. So you earn 65 US dollars for Don's purchase because the company wants to be very fair. They don't want to overpay you. Imagine if they overpaid you, they will not sustain for so long. Is it good to be fair with your distributors? Please put on the chat. Yep. It is fair, right? It's good to be fair with your distributors. Otherwise, can you imagine Energic is sustained for so long, and if they overpaid, they won't be here. And let's look at this. When John makes a sale to Dave, for Dave's machine, you earn another 65 because it's the same logic. And when John makes a sale to Dan, for Dan's machine, there are 8 points to be paid out. So John made his third sale. John earns 2 points, and these guys earn two each. So out of the 8 points, the company has paid out 2, 4, 6, 8. So there is nothing left for the company to pay you. So for Dan's machine, you don't earn anything. This is what we call a non-8A sale, a sale that is out of your 8-point commission. Okay. Now, many of y'all, when you look at this, you may think zero is a problem. And some of y'all who may look at it and say, zero is not a problem. I don't know which category are you, problem or no problem. But let me tell you something. When I saw this for the first time, I was looking at it as a problem. I told my introducer and my sponsor that zero is not good because I want to earn from the sales happening in my team. And you know what my sponsors told me and they enlightened me about? They told me that your income has only stopped from John's organization, and Dan is not even your sale, right? And your income has stopped from here. What if Alex, Rose, Ali, Abu, Bryce, can they continue to sell? And they have not started selling yet. And if they sell, you're going to continue earning more and more. And did you join this business depending on your downlines, or did you join your business depending on yourself? You joined this business depending on yourself, that you're going to make it happen come what may. So what I mean by that is every time, you feel that your team is going deep, which is good. You know why? Because all these sales helps you in ranking up. So imagine you only made 5 direct sales, but because of all the indirect sales, the next direct sale you make, you become 4A. You earn 20. You earn $260 after 20 group sales. And every time Tony makes a sale, you earn 260, right? And yes, when like Lawrence says, when the team is going deep, that means you're growing, which is a very good sign. Thank you for that. And let's say after 50 group sales, you made a direct sale to Simon. And when Simon buys a unit, you earn 325 US dollars per machine. And after 100 group sales, you make a sale. Sorry, in this 200 group sales, you make a sale to Sam, you earn $390 per unit. And every direct sale after 6A is you earn 390, 390, 390. But the goal here is once you achieve 6A, ensure that your team members also follow you and rank up to 6A because that is where the true income is. Now, my question to you after seeing all of this, do you see serious potential in this business? Yes or no? Do you see serious potential in this business? And do you see a massive, massive potential for this amazing product, emGuarde? Yeah. Can you imagine the scope of emGuarde? Every home will have more than one emGuarde. You can introduce this into schools because schools are turning into smart classrooms these days with high radiations, projectors, and all that. Okay. You can introduce this to offices. Offices are like a electronic jungle, I would say, because so many computers and gadgets and whatnot. Right? The potential is unlimited. So I want to ask you guys a question. After seeing all of this, who here you feel that to do this business, right? To do this business successfully, right? You can do this business like a part timer or a some timer. But for those of you all who see serious potential in this business and you want to be successful, would you agree with me that you need the right training and coaching and the right guidance? Yes. Now, for that, I want to introduce you to something and take this very seriously because this is something that helped myself and my team members grow fast in the energy business. Okay. If you want to know, I will share this with you. I want to invite you to the Essential Enagic workshop. This is the secret for how a guy like me at the age 22, I was able to become 6A when in a very short period of time because of this workshop. Right? I'm not 22 years old anymore. I'm 30 now. I've been 8 years in the Enagic business. Okay. I have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of sales in my team. But all I want to tell you guys is this is where it all began. This is where it all started. If not for this workshop, well, I would probably just be a user now because this was the workshop that inspired me to take action. I was working for Amazon. I was very happy. In fact, I was about to relocate to Seattle within Amazon. But that is when I attended this workshop and I said, no, I need to do this. If I see huge potential, then it's going to be me that is going to make the difference in the world. And that's how I started, right? And I want to invite each one, every one of you. If you're not living in Malaysia, take, what do you say? Take a chance and come to Malaysia. And let me tell you something, you will not regret. You will not regret the time spent, you will not regret the money spent, right? Because let me tell you something, money spent, you can always earn it back. But time lost, you cannot get it back. Why I'm saying that is because this workshop is the secret tool of none other than Mr. Samsia. And Mr. Samsia is considered one of the highly successful distributors in the whole of Enagic world. And when he was growing up, he became a 6A in 3 months. When I mean growing up, when he was building the Enagic business, he became a 6A in 3 months. He became a 6A too, I think, in less than 6 months. And everyone asked him, please give me your secrets. How did you rank up so fast? How did you achieve all this success? And imagine if he had spent one day with every distributor. Even 1 year will not be enough to cover his entire group. So what he did, he designed this workshop in a very good format and he invited everyone to come and attend the workshop. And that is how he was able to multiply his business. I'm not talking about duplication. I'm talking about multiplying. Who here you want to multiply your Enagic business? Type M in the chat if you want to multiply your Enagic business. Duplication is of the olden days, older days. Multiplication is the new age business. Okay, so I invite you to come. I'm going to be there as well. I'm going to be one of the speakers as well, flying in to just conduct this workshop. And you'll have many other people that have achieved some amazing stuff in Enagic world. Okay, and you learn from them. So make sure you take a screenshot and follow the QR code or the link given on the flyer and register for the workshop. It's happening on the 27th of April on Saturday, this month, just 2 Saturdays from now. So we're already on the 7th today, I think, no, 6th, 14th, I think 2 weeks from now. Okay. Yeah. Great. So my question, some of you are asking questions personally and also on the chat group. I'm going to answer your questions. And for those of you all who are in the Europe, who here is in the Europe or their offices are managed by the European branches? For example, Turkey. Turkey is managed by the European branch. Of course, they have their own office now in Istanbul. Congratulations on that. Alan in Europe, Shujat in London, Mina, Europe, Dublin, USA, UK, Spain. For those of you all, there's a very good news. emGuarde is coming to Europe very soon. And to have a pre-launch meeting, right? Amazing official announcements from the company. If you want to be a part of it, make sure you log in on the, what do you say? On the 8th of April. And I'm going to give you guys the link for this. Okay, it's going to be a Zoom meeting. And let me find the link for the Zoom meeting on, what do you call that? On the 8th. Okay. Oh, well, this is something that Enagic Europe announces. So you can Just a second. Yep. Oops. I don't know where the link is, but Tika, thank you so much for this. I really appreciate it. I was looking for it from